Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In my last video when I showed my voltage and current generator is working fine with my PLC which was connected through the point IO. I'm gonna discuss how I connected my generator with my point IO card and how this point IO is working. So right now I'm gonna show you the configuration of the card where I was connected with my generator. So if you see here on this card, it's telling you the diagram where the input is, where the ground is, where the common is, and supply. So each card has two input, which is 0 and 1. 2 and 3 is ground, which you can connect with common. 4 and 5 is 0 volt, and 6 and 7 is 24 volt. We do not need to use 24 volt right now because my generator is already generating current. So I just connected my generator's input current to input 0 and common to input 4, which is over here. If you see here, that's how I connected here. So input 0 is over here and input 4 is over here, which is I can say common or 0 volt. So the way I'm using this right now, I have my point IO 1734 AENT module at the front, which is giving power and common bus till here. Let me just focus more clearly here. Yep, that looks good. So after that, I have a separate to give power supply to my analog cards. You should not use digital and analog side by side. That's why I use this separator. I'm going to show you how this separator is working, so you will have a good idea. I'm just going to disconnect it from here. I'm going to take my disk card as well out, where I'm connected with my generator. So I'll just take my first card out and this out. And if you will see now here, this side we have a power as well as our communication bus here. And when I'm going to take this module out, you will see there's no power on this side. It's empty. So the power coming from here is not connected with this straight through the bus. So our digital and analog are separate by this external power supply. So I'm just going to put it back here. I'm going to lock that in place. It's locked. Now I'm going to put my this base for our cards. The lock for this one is on top. So I lock this one, make sure it's locked. Then I'm going to put my second one. Actually, I'm going to just put the way it was before, so I don't need to worry about the wiring and the PLC programming I did before. Okay, this is my third card, and this is gonna be my fourth one. And I'm gonna lock this as well. Okay, that is locked. I'm gonna put this my analog card in now. And just letting you know, this card is only to sense 4 to 20 milliampere current. And now we can put this back on. It's logged in. I'm gonna put my 24 volt now. So I'm gonna put 24 volt with this right here. in yet. And my 0 volt gonna be with my 0 volt here. Okay, it's connected. Let's turn it on, and you can see now my point IO is connected with power, and I'm giving power from here to my separator over here. So now this guy is connected with digital, then power is separated, then I have my analog input cards. And these dip switches are for the your IP address connection. If you have, let's say, default 192.168.1. something, so you can set these dip switches. If your module is failed, all you have to do just set these dip switches to your last 3 octa digits and just plug it in and it should work. But if your IP address is different than 192.168.1, then you have to go over 255 and set your IP address via boot TP, and then you can plug it in. And it has a Ethernet port connection here as well as for the IP address if you want to write that down, your IP address over here. Other than that, this is the way I put it on. It was working fine. You can put your cover over here just to safe side. I do have cover, but I did not put it in because I wanted to show you guys how these terminals looks like and how everything will look like. And right now it's showing red because my generator is not on. But when I'm gonna plug in my generator, let me just plug it in. Okay, as soon as I plug my generator in, it can sense my analog can sense it, and you see one is green here. As soon as I'm gonna take it off, it's gonna turn red. It means there is no connection. Let me focus more so you can see more clearly. Okay. And when I'm gonna plug my generator in, you can see the light turns green right away because it has input which is connected through this cable. It's sensing the connection. Right now it's other 3 are not sensing, that's why it's red and blinking. That's all about this one. In my next video I will show you how you can put IP address for your point IO, and after that how you can add this IO in your PLC program. Thank you very much.